in and out of love, never get enough. We never seem to get older. When things are going right, you seem to have the time, but when it's hard, you just grow cold up. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires.
Hi ladies, welcome to another Declutter and Organize with me, and today you are in for a special treat because we're starting right there. It is packed with random stuff from the office supplies to papers to just the random, kind of like my basement. If something doesn't quite have a spot, it's there. It's somewhere there. So we're gonna start with this and see how far we get today. And let me take you around and show you what we are actually dealing with. So when you open the closet, it probably doesn't look as tragic, but I can tell you that it is. It's a hidden mess, it's an organized clutter, and that's something I had to tackle. So we put that sectional in there, or whatever we call it, a bookcase, I don't know. So we're gonna be taking that out of the closet and seeing if it's actually gonna go somewhere in the house or we're just gonna get rid of it. But all the stuff, I have to take it out, put it in a kitchen island, and sort through it. So let's get to it. So I decided we're gonna go with the laundry basket.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie.
If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Magda. I am a full-time working mom who is in the process of decluttering her entire house. So this process is taking forever because I basically just use some time on the weekends to do that. But as the saying goes, it's about progress, not perfection. So if you are on the same journey of decluttering your house, I hope my videos provide you with some extra motivation, because this process takes time and it can definitely be overwhelming. And today's video, when I was recording it, it definitely got to the point where I felt extremely overwhelmed. So clearing off that clutter is definitely like a therapy session.
That I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark.
I have to say that I am feeling very overwhelmed right now because I'm not even halfway done taking stuff out. And my kitchen island is full. I have a full laundry basket and I think I'm just gonna stack it up against the wall. There's so much stuff in there. So let me know if you find yourself that way as well. I think it was just the quantity of all the things I had in there that just like overcame over me, and I was just feeling frustrated with myself that I let it get to that point, but also just seeing it and thinking, oh my gosh, I have to go through that and sort it and then organize it. It's just felt really overwhelming in that moment. So let me know in the comments if you have ever gotten to that point. Well, that took longer than I thought. It's all empty. I emptied everything out, including that giant gap. You cannot see it, but there's like a gap. I was filled with stuff. And just to show you how much stuff I had, because I think you might have thought I was exaggerating. This is part of it. I also have some stuff under the desk. This is my kitchen island and the chair. So let me get you a good look at all the random stuff I have here. So all that. And then it didn't fit there, so I have another pile here. You guys, it's plain ridiculous.
Into my life, such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all. But look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again, again, again. Strangers again, again, again.
So as you just saw, it's a lot of stuff. It's stuff that I have accumulated over many, many years. And so I was decided, I'm just gonna take it one bin at a time, one container at a time, and see how far I would go. So this entire process took a long time. It was not one day. I got a lot done that first day, but it was just impossible. There's, as much as you want to declutter, as much as you want to get things done, there are other responsibilities that we have that kind of have to be fulfilled, cooking dinner and taking care of the kids and helping them with their homework and all kinds of stuff. And weekends are only so long. So I try not to get discouraged that it's not a finished product or a finished project right away, because I know I don't like to leave things undone. But I really had to give myself some grace during this process, because there's only so much time on the weekends. There is only so much time during the week that you can kind of dedicate to this process. And when you think about it, it took me years to accumulate this clutter. So it's going to take a little bit longer to get rid of it as well. So overall, right now, it's, I think, almost 2 weeks since I started this process, and it's not done yet. I still have, I think, 3 boxes to go through, and that closet is still not fully organized. But again, I'm trying to concentrate on the progress that I am making versus the fact that I still haven't finished yet. So my method of madness over here was that laundry basket was full of just random office supplies and papers and what have you, just the randomness of that closet. So I tried to put it into like bins, one for each sort of different category. So like one was office supplies, one was like envelopes and shipping supplies, things, so then I can kind of see what I have. Again, if you have heard me talking before in my previous videos, I have a lot of decluttering videos. I am using the Declutter Like a Mother method. And one of the things that I have learned from her is, not to put too much emphasis on the organization part. So I am trying to really not to do that, because before, I had the organized clutter. So that's why also it's taking me much longer with this, because at first I am just decluttering, getting rid of stuff. So I'm not thinking about how I'm going to organize it, which is a good thing, because I want to see how much stuff I actually have and then think about how to organize it, versus buying the organizational stuff beforehand and then trying to match up what I have to the things that I have bought to organize it with. I hope that makes sense. So, that's why it's, right now it's decluttering. Next time it's going to be trying to figure out the best way to organize it, putting it in bins. And during that time, when I get to that phase, I usually tend to get rid of even more stuff, because I see it again and then I think about it again and I'm thinking, I don't actually need this stuff. I can truly get rid of it. I will not miss it. So let me know, what kind of method do you use to declutter?
Told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. I'm a rolling stone tonight, never to be settled. Though I know I can't deny your eyes, I've got this inner battle. I don't know how to act. I ain't a person who understands the commitments of a romance, but somehow I need you close. I'll go wherever you go. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me.
Okay, as you can see, we moved a giant piece of furniture from here. I have been going through some of the bins. There's still a lot, but I'm gonna show you around what we have so far at the end of the day. So, I put some of the stuff back in the closet. It's gonna stay here until we install the shelving. So for now, again, I just went through it and got rid of anything I didn't want. Once we get the shelving, we're gonna organize, and I'm probably gonna get rid of some more. That's tends to be my thing. So as you can see, this closet has more space in here, so that's why we have to figure out how to organize it. So there are some bags and some organizer that I have left that I will be hopefully using. So we have a giant garbage bag right there. Then I have to still go through that black box. There's a lot of electronics there, so I need my husband's help to figure out what can go, what needs to stay. And this is this end of the room. So the good news is, not this little box, but this giant, and I don't think you can see how giant it is. It's a giant box. All of this is trash. All of this is recyclable. So the bad news is our recycling bin is already full. So this has to wait another week. If you can hear someone singing, that's my daughter taking a bath, which is, the bathroom is right next to us. And all those books are also, we are getting rid of them. So a lot of it is from like trainings for my and my husband's jobs. I have just the most random things. I used to learn German. So I used to speak German at some point. So that was my dictionary back in grammar school. I no longer speak German, so I don't. If I ever will decide to learn, I'm just gonna have to buy new books for that. But I think overall a lot of good progress. I still have all those boxes in there. That's from yeah, just for another day. There's no way. And some books over here that I need to put in back in the closet. But that's where we are today. I am basically done for the day. Just gonna clean up this little area, and we are gonna resume probably tomorrow. So it is now a few days later, and this needs to go from here. It has been driving me crazy, and I'm just gonna clean up over here, and there's some stuff I need to declutter in that cabinet over there.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side.
Another thing that I am learning as I am decluttering my entire house is that there are some areas in my house that will need that constant sort of maintenance, like decluttering constantly. What I mean by that is, for example, one of the things I'm going to be doing is a little, one of the cabinets under the TV. That is where my kids store like some of their arts stuff and some of like the crafts and stuff. And that, if we don't stay on top of it, gets cluttered a lot. It's not something that realistically speaking I can, maintain on a daily basis because they start, to draw something, they're not finished, they put it away. The next day they're not sure if they're gonna finish it today or they're gonna wait another few days. So it's kind of overwhelming to keep up with it on a daily basis. But I need to kind of get into this battle rhythm, if you will, of making sure that I do it on a regular basis, whether that is monthly or every other month. But that's something I need to think about as I am decluttering my house so it doesn't get back to how it was before. I hope that makes sense. So if anybody has like good um, routines of how you declutter, like once you get to that maintenance mode, once you get rid of all the clutter, please let me know down in the comments.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, deep down. And it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light.
And my daughter loves to play with those beads, but from time to time she will start one and then she's not finished with it. She will put it like under the TV or on a coffee table, and eventually it gets destroyed because you have to, those ones, the one that you have to use an iron on for them to melt and stick together. So if we don't do that in a timely manner, it gets destroyed, and that's what I'm trying to segregate it. It's not segregated perfectly because some of it has shifted. But so I love that she likes to play with it, but it's a pain if she does this and then we have to segregate it. So, but this is the end result. It looks nicely put together, and that's the part we have to maintain. Those are the crafts we're keeping. I have a box for each of my kids, and we go through it once a year so they can pick the best pieces. That's trash right there, and then I have two items on the left that just simply don't belong in the room, and I have to put it somewhere else. So I bought this decor like 2 weeks ago, I think, at Target. So I was finally able to put it in, and my puppy thought it was her toys. She really wanted to play with them, so I really had to convince her that those are not to play with. It took a few tries, but she finally agreed to move somewhere else.
I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall.
So like I said, there were some things that were not done right away as far as the office closet. This was part of those boxes where, they were just sitting on the living room floor. And it has been such a struggle for me to see those boxes every single day, especially because I know the living room space has been like decluttered. We really simplified it. We put some new pieces of furniture over the past few months. And for that space that kind of felt like this peaceful space
for it to get those random boxes there, even though I knew they don't belong there, I just have to sort through them and they're gonna be out. Just having them sit there was really a mental challenge for me. So I was so happy to finally get to a point where I could spend some time just going through those boxes and clearing up that space. It really felt so good. But I think it's really, during this decluttering journey, you really see that once you start getting into that zone of, you have less stuff and you declutter, and anytime that, you are in the process of decluttering and it gets messy, more messy before it gets better, I think that's when you realize how much the random stuff and clutter really affects you mentally.
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here, all my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late.
And I don't know how it is for you, but for me, the paper clutter, it's just, I don't know, I tend to accumulate so much of it. There was some stuff over here that was from like my son's daycare. And it wasn't even like a payment, it was just like the rules and regulations of the daycare. He has not been in daycare since he was 5 and he is 9.5 right now. So why do I keep this stuff? Well, I know why, because I shove it in a box and I never see it again. And yeah, this is definitely, I think, my biggest struggle of figuring out a system of how not to have so much paper clutter. But like I said before, having that space cleared off has been feeling so good to finally have it back. And it feels so much more peaceful. Of course, my puppy decided that she liked the new decluttered space as well. But I hope that this video gave you some motivation and encouragement in your decluttering journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
With me, turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a prize